Well, hello there. Today's menu, Super Bowl Sunday, is calling for some cauliflower wings. They're like chicken wings. Now, this is my first time making them, so I hope they turn out, but I want to show you guys how I make them. Everybody makes them different. So here we go. I have all of my ingredients up here. What I'm going to start out with is some all-purpose flour. If you guys want to use like vegan flour or whatever, you can, but I didn't have that, so I'm using what I have. So I'm just going to dump, and I don't measure. I'm just going to throw some of that flour down in my bowl. Okay, got my flour in there, and then I'm going to add some of my silk almond milk to that flour mixture. And I'm just going to make it so that I make it almost like pancake mix. Okay, I'm going to stir that up in there. You can see that. I'm going to stir that up in there like that. And then I'm going to add a little water just to get that consistency going. Try to get some of those lumps and clumps out. There goes my mixture. And then what I started out doing, I have my cast iron skillet with my oil in it, and I so happen to have used 100% grapeseed oil, okay? That's in my skillet. I'm gonna add a little garlic powder. Like I say, I don't measure, I'm just sprinkling. I'm gonna add a little curry powder. Just sprinkling. Okay, then I'm going to add some paprika. And then I'm going to add just a little black pepper. Okay. Then I'm going to stir this all up like this. See that batter? That's that batter. And what I'm going to do next, I've already pre-cut, to save on time, I've already pre-cut my cauliflower. And I'm just going to leave it sort of like not too small. I do have some small pieces. And I'm going to drop it in there and just coat it. I'm going to coat it. Just like you're coating chicken wings. Okay? And I'm going to stir that all up like that. Get them all coated. You don't want to put too many in your skillet at a time. That's why I only dropped a few to see how much space I'm going to have. Now that they're all nicely coated, I'm going to take one using my fingers here, and I'm going to drop it down in that oil. You don't want to put them too close. Drop them in that oil. They almost remind you of chicken wings. Just dropping them all down in my oil here, nice and hot. I got my temperature sort of on like a medium. I'm going to take some more of these and drop them down in there because I have room, but I really don't want them to touch. I'm going to bump my fire up just a little bit. I'm going to get these all nicely coated. See what they look like? Nicely coated. Nicely coated. Because for those that know, I gave up meat. I'm doing a 30-day challenge. And today is my 15th day, no meat. So I'm finding substitutes, especially like for today, I would be digging off into those chicken wings and things. I'm finding a substitute that I can eat. So I'm just dropping those down in there. Don't really want them to touch. Some of them are a little bigger than some of the other ones, okay? So I'm gonna see what's going on. Oh yeah, they're frying up. And you know, you can make them as brown or as light brown as you want to make them. Pump that heat up just a little bit more. And you can just see those frying and browning real pretty. Some of them aren't quite as brown as I would like them. Pump that heat up just for video's sake. And then I've already I'm using parchment paper, and I have a cookie sheet lined with the paper, and when they're done frying, I'm just gonna drop them onto my parchment paper so that the oil can sort of drain out of them and like that, all that jazz. I like getting on here making things that I've never made before. I really don't know how they're going to turn out, and it's my hope that they turn out good. So I'm just going to be watching these babies. That one is a little brown. And they almost remind you of a chicken wing. Looking pretty good so far. These are cauliflower wings. Why they call them wings, I don't know. I guess they want us to feel like we're getting a semblance of chicken wings. So I'm just letting those fry up there. Looking pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. I'm just going to, while those are frying, just drop the rest of these in my batter so they'll be ready to go. Stir these up and get these all nicely coated because I'm going to drop them down in the skillet next. And most people know I always wash my hands because I'm touching food. I always put something over my hair because I have locks and I don't want that to get into my food, my hair. And I always wear an apron because as you can see, some of this is splashing out. So I have all of these nicely coated here in my batter. And like I said, what I put in that batter was some all-purpose flour. You can use vegan flour. I used almond milk. I used pepper. I used garlic powder. I used curry. And I used some paprika. And I coated my cast iron skillet with some grapeseed oil. Can y'all hear that sizzle? Ah, sizzle. Sizzle. These all nicely coated here. It looks like I used just enough, made just enough batter, not to have it measured. I made just enough batter that looks like it's going to be enough for my cauliflower. Oh, I'm going to drop the first one down on that parchment paper. Look at that. Oh, it looks like a chicken wing. They smell delish. Here's another one, just like the other one. These are my alternatives, like I said, food alternatives to get me through this next 2 weeks. I'm on my 15th day, so I have, well, there's 28 days in February, so I have 2 weeks to go. a little less than 2 weeks. Oh, those are looking very good. So I'm going to drop another one in there. Listen to that sizzle. Those are looking very nice. So I'm just going to drop them over on my paper, my parchment paper. Some people might want to use foil. I'm not into using foil. I stopped a while ago because somebody told me aluminum can affect your brain and cause you might to have dementia. Don't quote me on that because I'm not a doctor. But this is my first batch here. Oh, that's my first batch. So I hope they have cooled enough that I can take a little bite. Let me try the very first one here. Okay, here it goes. When you first bite into this, because of the seasonings, it gives you that taste as though you're eating a chicken wing. Trust me. I like that. I like that. So, I'm going to cook the rest of these, but I want to show you how I did them. Cauliflower wings. So always know that the queen, see the queen, she loves herself. She's liking these cauliflower wings. Oh, they're pretty good. Take a look at that. Oh my goodness. And besides those wings and herself, I love my photographer, my sweet hubby, and I love y'all to life. Alrighty, I'm gone.